Welcome to the 245 podcast, which is the number of employees that Spotify replaced with AI for this year's Spotify Wrapped.
That was good, Mike.
Thank you.
That was really good.
Thank you. I
I'm
thought
a
of that
intro.
one about half an hour ago.
I'm a big fan of that.
Thank you. It's very...
Big fan of AI or that intro?
That intro.
Oh, okay.
I am.
Just had to
Both,
check
actually.
Hey,
in.
I am a fan of AI. I remember when we first started talking about ChatGPT, and I was like,
Autobot or Decepticon?
yeah,
Mm.
and I was like, oh boy, this is gonna like take over the world. And then I'm like, nah,
Let's be real.
let's be real here. It's not. And it's actually quite cool.
Yeah.
And it makes life easier.
Yeah.
It's just a tool. It's just a tool. It's like a calculator.
As long as
Calculators
it
aren't
stays a tool, it's cool.
Yeah.
Cool is
Bars.
a tool.
Bars.
Bars. Bar.
Oh, this one.
Well, before we continue talking about that, which we will,
Don't you
It's all the-
worry.
don't you worry. The boys are back. Last week was a little lonely by myself.
Yeah,
But-
what happened? I didn't even. What happened?
So, you mean you couldn't do it because you're at work.
Yep.
Josh couldn't do
I
it.
thought you guys had decided that like 3 of you could do it on Wednesday.
We did. So it was gonna be me.
Okay.
It was gonna be me, Evan, and Mitch.
Yep.
Okay.
And then that day, Evan was like, "I have an appointment tonight. I forgot about. I can't do it anymore." So then it was just me and Mitch.
Okay.
Mitch was at his brother's birthday party.
Yeah, we were just at home celebrating my brother because
Yeah.
we hardly see him.
So Mitch could have come back.
We were just at home.
Mitch could have come back early from that.
Yeah.
But I was like, I'll see if I can find a guest to bring on. And then I was thinking of people, and then I asked Isaac Wilson,
Theater kid.
the theater guy,
Okay.
and
Guy.
The guy you scouted.
we talked about that on the podcast.
Wait. Who's
Isaac
Isaac
Wilson. He was Dimitri in Anastasia last year.
Okay. I think I got him.
Yeah.
I think I got him.
Yep.
'Cause you hang out with him a lot.
Yeah.
He's been at the house.
Yeah, he has been
Okay.
at the house.
Got it. Locked.
So
Locked.
I asked him, and
Me,
then
Isaac,
he
like this.
decided to do it. And then I told Mitch, "Hey, I'm doing it with Isaac. If you don't want to come back early from your party," and then he didn't. So
Wow.
yeah,
Yeah, I just saw the title and I was like, okay, Mike, just going behind our back, just put it on whoever you want on the podcast.
Yeah, I
see how
I knew nothing of it.
Yeah. This has to go through the board. We have talked about this.
All right.
it was
This is
very
time
last
for
minute.
mutiny.
I asked him about an hour before we recorded.
Wow. Actually, okay. Well, then.
In my defense, it was Wednesday night, 2 days before the episode came out, and no one was available.
Yeah.
No, I'm just kidding.
So,
I'm just kidding.
but it's good to be back with all of you guys.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
I'm on the pod. Mitch is on the pod. Joey, and then Josh on the phone in Dort County, Iowa.
What Joe Gunn sound like?
I feel like it's getting larger every time. Like last year was Dort, the town of Dort. Now it's county.
Dort County, Iowa. It kind of has a nice ring to it.
It kind of does.
Dort County. Well, we should talk about how Josh was the face of Dort,
Oh
He's
my
the front
goodness.
cover.
the front cover of Dort.
It's about time. This man got the respect he
It's
deserved.
Dort University
For-
is no longer a D and a U intersecting. It is now just Josh's face.
New logo dropped.
When you see Josh, I think of Dort University.
What do you think about that, Josh?
I don't know. They seem to really like pictures of me at the timpani because there was another one that got used for some stuff too.
Who wouldn't like pictures of you?
They're trying to figure out how to get female enrollment up, and they found their tool.
I don't know. It really doesn't mean anything to me, so I don't care.
I've never been on the front page of a Northwestern Post.
I should not be the front face
What?
of Northwestern.
No, you
Post.
gotta be joking, Mike.
Wait, I guess technically I have
Yeah, buddy.
With your
with Holiday Inn.
oh well, yeah. I was gonna say also you did like 516. There's no way you weren't.
No,
Yeah.
I wasn't on the front, the first picture.
That's criminal.
Okay, should you tell people what you're talking about or not?
Oh, probably. Josh was on the front. There's like 6 photos from their concert at Dort, and Dort posted, and Josh was the front picture.
It was me playing timpani, and then Tessa and Carson were in the background playing bass drum and snare drum, I think. I don't even know when that is from. Actually, oh, wait. No, I think it's from last year sometime.
Oh, really?
Because I don't think there's a song that we've played this year where I've been at timpani and those two have been there.
Those drums are the ones that you tune to the song, right?
Yeah, timpani, they have a pedal that changes the tensioning on the head, so it changes pitch.
Those are sick. But so I've never been on the front page of those, but the Holiday Inn ones, there was one that Northwestern posted that was a picture of
Okay.
me and the ensemble. So I guess technically I have, but
Good.
not in the normal student life.
Yeah. Okay.
Anyways. What should we talk about? Spotify Wrapped, AI. Or we could wait to talk about that when we actually talk about
Our
Wrapped.
weeks.
Should we just talk about weeks first?
Yeah.
Bro.
We need to do the typical, like, talk about our weeks for like 45 minutes, and then the last 15 minutes we get to what we were supposed to talk about.
Yeah, the main topic is not the main event, actually.
No, never.
Okay. Took me half an hour to figure it out, but Josh Dort has like almost 10,000 followers, so like you're basically famous at this point. Just wanted
It took
to
you
like
a half hour to what?
get on Instagram because it's on Chrome, and then it did
Oh,
save
right.
my
You have
login information.
Created
and
a
then-
whole bunch of blocks to.
Yeah,
Stop
I've
yourself.
made it very difficult to get on it. Who has more
Yeah.
followers, Northwestern or Dort?
Oh, Defender Nation for sure.
Northwestern has 9,452
Oh, it's actually
followers.
super close. I think Dort has a few more. That's crazy.
Easy.
If you scroll down 5 rows, there I am.
Wait, where are you, Joe?
Blue skies and me kissing Kylie in the second picture.
Wait, where?
It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 rows down. It's a.
Oh, I got it.
You
I
got it.
you.
There you go.
Dude, how is the new pastor at
Dude. He's fire.
is he fire?
Chris Asmus.
At where?
Chris Asmus from Vertical. He's preaching at Northwestern every Wednesday,
That's wild, bro.
and he is good. He's very, very good. The chapel vibe and culture is so different this year.
Why?
Like,
what do you mean?
because people actually want to go
Oh, why?
because of him.
He's him.
He's like that.
Man. Love
Micah, I'm
coming-
still trying to find you. Where are you? Oh, there you are.
He's in the Mel Center.
Thanks, Mitch. No, I'm on stage. Yep. It was a collaboration post between Northwestern Theater.
Yeah.
Yeah. So,
Got it.
anyways, that's the only one I've ever been on. Who's wants to start with their week? Mitch?
Mitch.
Sure.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
We
You're
got
so
him,
willing
boys.
today.
Gone
Keeping
are
you
the
on your
days of
toes.
Mitch being resistant.
Yep.
Okay, so Monday, I was helping my grandparents out, so that was cool. Tuesday, was there volleyball on Tuesday? I thought we had. I'm pretty sure we had
Let me
2
fact
days of
check.
volleyball.
Let me fact check. Yes.
It was
Yeah.
Tuesday and Thursday, right?
Yeah. I know we did Thursday, but Tuesday I know we had volleyball for IMs, and I think we had 5 people show up, and then I think we had Maddie Howard join, so that was epic. Still kind of a close game for a couple sets, which was a little annoying, but we still won. So it was super good. Terrible vocabulary there. I'm sorry, Mrs. Ritzma.
Super good.
Super good. It was an incredible win. There you go. But on Thursday's volleyball game, I had I don't know what you guys thought of this. I was just like, I sent that CJ Stroud gif of like, I bring me, like saying
Oh,
like
yeah.
I'm gonna show up, and then like under that I was like, all right, I'm tired of like playing down to teams' levels. I just want to dominate at this point. And then like nobody said anything except Sam. But then we played that on Thursday, and then we just absolutely dominated an undefeated team. So like,
oh, what? You did?
yeah,
I gotta say, on Thursday that was impressive.
that was like the best
you
we
guys
played.
played relaxed. You guys were in the zone.
Yeah, we actually
it was
like
good.
yeah, we
Who
played
was
good
it?
It was
team ball.
not a bad team
No.
at all.
Who was the
And
team?
you guys.
It was Crosby.
Rice?
Huh?
No.
No.
So he graduated.
Yeah,
got
he
kicked
no,
out.
he gone. He wouldn't have
he's
been
the one
allowed
that
to be
ruined
there.
my life.
Oh, I'm thinking of Bryce Gray.
Yeah,
Bryce
no.
Crosby graduated.
No,
Um,
Bryce
Lily
Gray.
Crosby.
There's a Bryce.
I'm talking
No,
about Lily
yeah, I know.
Crosby.
Oh, you're okay.
Yeah.
Brother.
What's up, brother?
Old memes die hard.
Like I recognize all these people. I just don't know their names. There might be like a Griffin on there. Like there's like
Oh yeah, that was
Oh,
Griffin.
Griffin. Yeah.
yeah. Yeah.
Okay,
Griffin.
I know what team you're talking about.
Okay.
Wow. if it's
So
two
is that
members-
team.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. We just had their number that night. Like they couldn't
did.
do anything.
And like every 50-50 ball or anything like that, like you guys got it.
Yeah.
Like it's one of those games where you don't want to be on the other side.
yeah,
It's
I
just
mean, we
brutal.
were just playing chess and they were playing checkers. So like, you know.
Oh yeah.
Let's see. I'm gonna go back to Wednesday because that was just a bunch of class, and then also kind of starting to study for a test I had on this Friday. But I did most of my studying on Thursday, and then Friday morning was the test, and then right after that was a mental health simulation with a patient that had schizophrenia. Basically, his like the point of the scenario is that his big like care person is his brother, but he's moving to California. Sorry, I'm just getting out of sickness here. So excuse my voice later. And
Not now though.
But he kind of gets paranoid about that, and so he stops taking his pills because he thinks it's poison. He thinks that the Nazis got his brother, and also that the Nazis are out to get him. So it's kind of an interesting scenario. It's obviously an actor, but it's just an interesting scenario just to try and, you know, assess him as much as you can and try and like just have a conversation. But eventually we have to take him to the ER. But before we can do that, the scene ends. So yeah, it's just kind of a good experience just to like really try and navigate a frustrating situation because you don't really get anywhere with this guy. That's the whole point. So it's just trying to be creative in that instance. So, and then I had like another virtual simulation that was like online. Then I debriefed for that, and then rest of Friday, I was doing some homework, and then same thing on Saturday. I wasn't called into work on Saturday, so that was good. So, Micah, did you hear me on Saturday morning?
No.
No, okay, because I originally had an alarm set for like 6:30 or something, but then I just ended up waking up on my own, like at 6:15, and then I checked my phone and there wasn't any text about like coming in, so I just like told my Alexa just to remove that alarm. So I don't know. I swear every time I talk to Alexa, like I just keep hearing you move up above, and I'm still convinced that you're awake. But
Well, I might move and not be awake.
yeah,
Like
not conscious.
subconsciously, yeah.
All right. Anyways, so yeah, wasn't called into work. Got a bunch of stuff done Saturday, so that was nice. To keep moving away from the mic to
Had to move away from the mic to
the
breathe.
mic.
Go back.
But yeah, I don't know. It's just kind of now I'm just kind of going into finals and my practical exam, so I'm just studying and practicing skills from here on out.
How's
So-
your Thanksgiving? We didn't talk about Thanksgivings yet because
Oh,
we
Thanksgiving.
haven't recorded since before.
We didn't talk about Thanksgiving. What?
No.
Wow.
No, because we had the Thanksgiving episode, which was like before Thanksgiving break.
Yeah.
Oh, that's true. Yeah.
And your turkey. We could talk about the turkey trot. How you did.
Oh boy. So yeah, Thanksgiving morning, I wake up and pretty much I just like get ready for just to get over to the Cruz's house. I don't even do any stretching.
He's like that.
It's pretty much just like I wake up and go. So I get over there. Well,
We get over there.
Mike and I rode together. He drove me. But yeah, we got there and there was a lot of people. There was 47?
47.
Yeah, that was a new record. So we're getting more people there, which is nice to see. But it's also like a ton of faces that I just don't recognize. But Mr. Team was there, so that was awesome. And to see his son and Joshua
and his wife.
Joshua. That was just the highlight.
He was very shy, but very cute.
Yes. And Mr. T was trying to introduce him to us, and it almost like he looked like he was about to start to cry or something. That's how shy he was, but he was a little scared.
Or how ugly we are.
No, trust me. We're all beautiful.
He's just shy.
So Josh, being a nice guy, Josh Cruz, not the baby, being a nice guy, started with me at the same time and kind of paced me for a while and then broke away at mile 2 because my unconditioned self, ever since not doing soccer, has kind of diminished. So I don't have the stamina like I used to.
That's
So,
wild. You get so much sleep and have such an elite diet. I'm really shocked to hear that.
Hey, I still ran fast though. Just not Josh fast. Like that's always been how it is.
No one can run Josh fast.
Yeah. Except for Justin.
Facts.
But yeah. So thanks for Josh for pacing me, and then I caught up to Micah eventually. It was very slow. I was like just minimally going faster than you, so I eventually caught up to you, and then we were just kind of pushing each other for a while.
For the record, I was not like ahead of Mitch. I just started 2 minutes earlier.
Yeah, he
because
started earlier, so like you were the goal.
to catch up with me.
Yeah, that was the goal, was to catch up with you, and then I caught
I mean,
up with
technically
you.
that is supposed to be like, because technically everyone's supposed to finish at the same time. Like,
Yeah.
that's why it's paced out that way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm just trying to catch up to you and finish it around the same time. So I caught up to you around the time we got back into the neighborhood,
Yeah, it was
Out
like
of the
2.5
park.
miles.
Yeah. and then we take a left, and then the left into the neighborhood, and then it's just one more right, and then a left into the cul-de-sac where the Cruz's house is, where the finish line is at. And then I just I was telling Josh, I guaranteed him that I was going to sprint at the very end, and I told myself I was going to beat Mike because I was going to get my revenge for all those
Yeah.
5K challenge days where I was a weak little baby and didn't sprint to the end. So I sprinted at the end, and I was at no stop because, well, my legs were already dead, so I couldn't stop. But there was somebody on the bike, and then like a red van, like, and there was a very tiny gap, and I was just like, I just shouted at them like, heads up, and I just like did like a little swim move between the van mirror and the man on the bike.
It was like a foot and a half. Or
No,
2
it
feet.
was pretty narrow. It was like,
That is narrow.
yeah.
I'm saying it's narrow.
Oh, I thought you were just like totally
No.
disregarding my exaggerated
No,
story.
a foot and a half is narrow.
Yeah. So I pulled a little swim move there, and then I finished it out. I sprinted all the way through the end, and then I died in Josh's bathroom again.
2 years in a row.
Yep.
Mitch, that's why I felt bad for like quote unquote pacing you, because I'm like, you probably
Nah.
shouldn't have gone that hard.
Nah, it was worth it. It was fun. Huh? No,
Yeah,
I didn't
suppose.
puke, Joey.
Oh, okay.
No, I was just in some like respiratory distress afterwards. It definitely hurt to breathe.
That's fine. That's
Yeah.
that's
not the
minor.
Yeah.
not the way it should be.
Just run harder, forehead.
Hey, I was really pushing myself. So I finished with a time of 22:11, and I got one line further on my Strava thing of reciting every lyric line of Blue by
I don't know if
Eiffel-
we've talked about
Eiffel
that.
60. Have we not talked about this?
Wait, what?
So
Wait,
Maybe we have, but you should explain it.
Joey doesn't
What's
understand.
going on?
so
Do you even follow him on Strava?
Oh, do you say one word to You
One
s-
line at a
one
time.
line.
so by Eiffel 65, the Blue song.
I'm blue.
Yeah, yeah.
da-
Dabba-dee,
blue-
bada-bye.
Yeah.
So
No.
every activity that I do on Strava is one line in the song.
Are you serious?
So I believe this one was and himself and everybody around. And I'm almost to the chorus where I get to repeat Dabba-dee bada-bye like 16 times. So
This is crazy, Mitch. I don't think we're friends on Strava. I would notice.
Really?
I would notice if you were doing that. Oh, that's not the right app. There we go.
I don't know, but if you just look at all my activities, it's in order of the lyrics. So
Also, what made that little maneuver you did between his name is Eric Milner, by the way. He works at Letterman. Fun fact.
Oh, really?
Between him and the car was that he was bending down to pick up a shoe.
That's right.
Because one of his kids was sprinting to the finish line and lost a shoe, and he was bending down to pick it up, which narrowed the gap even more.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I was just kind of like on high alert there. I told everybody heads up, but if I hit him, like, hey, I told him heads up.
Mitch was basically Tom Cruise in that situation.
Yeah. So after that, had some good time just chatting with some of the guys that hung around later after all the families and all the kids left. And then I had Thanksgiving at my grandparents' house. So we had, what was it? Some turkey and some, was it?
It's a B tier Thanksgiving.
Or was it
food.
ham? I don't remember. No, it wasn't turkey. I think it was ham.
Nice.
No, it was definitely ham. And with a special kind of gravy that I hadn't had before. It was actually really good. So that was nice. And we just kind of, originally it was just my immediate family and then my grandparents. And then one of my aunts and uncles came by, and then more family came by later. So it's just kind of like a nice meet and greet, and just to get to see everybody after not being able to see, or haven't seen them in a while. So we got to talk with them for a couple hours, and then we were out by the evening, and that was kind of it. I was kind of in a food coma by then. So yeah, that was my Thanksgiving and week. So I will popcorn to Mr. Josh.
Nice. My Thanksgiving, I'll start on my Thanksgiving break. So I came home on Tuesday night, and then Wednesday I just hung out. Thursday we had the turkey trot, which Mitch talked about. That was pretty fun. It was like, I remember last year, the year before, it being like super slippery and like icy, and there was no snow or ice on the ground, so that was nice.
Yeah.
But it was still pretty cold. But that was good. I didn't run like super fast, but
Thanks, Mitch.
no, I didn't really want to try that hard, but I was sticking with Mitch, and then we ran our first mile pretty fast, and the second one, like in the second half of the second mile, I could feel Mitch just like dying a little bit.
Yeah.
So I was like, come on, Mitch, you can do it. You can do it.
Just,
and then
at
when
that
it
point, I was
became
just
apparent
grunting.
that he was not going to do it, then I was like, okay, I'm gonna go faster now. So then I ran
It was
a
like-
little faster, and I caught up with like the bigger front group where people had kind of bunched up, which was like my dad and Mr. Mast, and I don't remember some other people. And when I was passing them, Mr. Mast's son, oh, what's his name? I don't remember. He's in like 4th grade, but he like is very competitive and didn't want me to pass him. So I was like passing them, but then he just went with me and like sped up a bunch. And then I just kind of ran with him all the way to the end, and then he sprinted ahead at the end. And I found out later that he was like the first finisher. So if I would have beat him, I would have won. But
Dang.
it's not really a competition like that. Did you explain how the start worked? I know you mentioned it, but
Not really. So basically, yeah, people just start in delayed times that we supposedly are all supposed to finish at the same time. If people predicted their times
But
correctly.
of course, people lie all the time.
like you make a prediction based on how long you think it will take you, and then the start is staggered in reverse order. So
Yeah.
if Mikey, you said like 25.
I said 25, yeah.
And then me and Mitch said 23, 22 or 23.
Yeah.
So then we
Yeah.
started 2 or 3 minutes after Micah. So if we both predicted right, we would finish at the same time.
Which me and
but-
Mitch finished at the same time, so we were both accurate.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I don't.
Well,
you weren't
think I
both
was-
accurate.
I
But
was faster than I predicted.
No, I was only 25 seconds faster than the time I predicted.
yeah, but you were both 25 seconds faster, which is why you finished the same time. So you weren't
Yeah.
totally accurate, but you were pretty
Well,
close.
It was pretty much on the dot.
Pretty much.
Close enough.
With an uncertainty of like 30 seconds.
Yeah.
So yeah, that was really fun. And then on Friday, I can't remember. Oh, I worked on like a school project a lot of the day. And then at night,
Hey, we hung out.
yeah, at night we hung out. But that was not until like 7. So we went to Evans and hung out in the hot tub, and then I went home pretty late. And then I left for Nicole's house at like 5:30 the next morning, and then spent Saturday, Sunday, and part of Monday there. And that was really good too. So, and then this past week, let's see, what are the notable things? It was my team's last praise and worship of the semester. So that was fun. We did some Christmas songs. It's like a Advent-y set, so not totally all out Christmas, but getting there a little bit. I had like my final lab period of one of my labs, and then like a big final paper, and I'm currently working on some bigger end of year stuff that will probably take many hours this coming week. And then exams start Thursday and then end next Tuesday. So we're getting real close to the end.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
The final countdown.
Banana. We should. Yeah. That can be our outro, except we'll definitely get copyrighted
Who cares?
because I just uploaded like the NCDC live stream, and that was one of the songs, and it caused the video to get like blocked, like
Bruh.
YouTube site wide.
Yikes.
Like it flagged some other songs for copyright, but like the one that got it blocked was Final Countdown. So whoever owns the rights to that song is not
Cringe.
having a fun time.
A
with-
Karen.
Well, then we're not
Yeah.
gonna use that, I guess.
No,
Lamos.
otherwise we would. But since they go to YouTube now, probably shouldn't.
Probably not. What I wanted to do last year was play all of our number one songs for the outro at the same time for Spotify Wrapped, and Joey didn't do it when he edited the podcast.
Joey.
He's so
I
shocked.
feel like
That's a
there's a
year
lot of
ago.
things that Joey just doesn't do. In
Yeah,
editing.
like put the mail to it.
Yeah.
That was once. That was once. Calm
That's true.
down.
That's true.
Jeez.
Still never gonna let it go.
No, never.
I'm
All right,
Never let it go that Mike cheated on that test.
Popcorn Joey.
Okay, I was not ready to go, but I'll go. What did I do for Thanksgiving? Unfortunately, I couldn't run the 5K.
Oh no.
I would have loved to run it. Actually, this is my first year. I would have enjoyed running
Oh, that's
it.
true.
Um,
Because you actually trained for it.
but yeah, I was gone. So let's go back to Thanksgiving. So that Monday and Tuesday I had practice. So that was nice. And then we always go to Wisconsin for Thanksgiving, for deer hunting. So that was really nice. I saw a good amount of deer. Didn't shoot any. So that was unfortunate. But then came back on that Friday and had a Thanksgiving with Ava's family, and that was really fun. For one of them, we did fried chicken sandwiches instead of turkey, and they
Ooh.
were bussin' for real. So big fan of doing
Is there
fried
an
chicken.
echo?
Yeah, there is actually.
Bussin'.
But
For
then
real,
hung
for
out with the
real.
boys at Evans, hot tubbed it up, watched Shooter, part of Shooter. Oh, now
I want to finish it.
I want to finish
finish it.
Shooter. We should do it. We should get the whole squad together and finish Shooter. It was.
tonight.
I'd love
Tonight?
No, I'm going to bed.
Oh,
Stop it.
It's like 7:30.
Cringe.
Over Christmas break. That's what we should do.
Okay.
Shooter. Oh, because it's such
No,
a good.
we gotta watch that other Christmas movie at your parents.
Oh, yeah.
we should.
Oh, we gotta do that. Yeah, National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation.
Okay, soon we need to coordinate when people are going to be around on Christmas, because
Yep.
we should watch that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Also,
Dude.
Shooter is probably like the scariest movie I've ever seen, so you guys can
It's
thank me
not.
for sitting through it.
It's not. It's not scary, Josh. Don't worry.
Okay, thanks for telling me that and invalidating all of my feelings.
What? Why is it? Why am I? No, I'm not invalidating your feelings. I'm just telling you it's not at all a scary movie.
He was
I
there when
said
we watched it.
Shooter is one of the scariest movies I've watched, and you said no, it's not.
Oh, I think he thought you were talking about National Lampoons.
No, I forgot that you were there and watched part of it. I thought you were just assuming that.
No, I was literally there at Evan's house.
Oh boy, Josh, we got some work to do with you, man.
No, I don't need to build up my tolerance to watch scary movies.
I'm just kidding. I love you. Anyways, Saturday I had another Thanksgiving with Ava's family. Really good traditional meal. It was at Ava's house, and they moved their dining room table because they need more tables in there.
Mm-hmm.
But then there's a light fixture right above it. Absolutely clocked my head on it. Hurt so bad. 5 minutes later, did the exact same thing again. Super embarrassing.
You have a concussion?
I might have. My head hurt for 2 days after that. Not good. But we good. We took it easy. What is Mike doing over there?
Just gaming headphones on.
Where did you find those?
There's gaming headphones just sitting on the counter, so I put them over my other headphones.
Okay.
He's got HyperX gaming headphones on.
That's
Where are we
crazy.
dropping, boys?
Um,
OG.
It's got one of those
Fortnite.
mics that you pull down.
That's crazy. We should all get those. Like Mike said, just go on our headsets. Then we could like move around and stuff.
Yeah.
Hands free. That'd be hype. Anyways, Monday we had our first varsity coaching game. Played Prairie Seeds Academy. Pretty decent at soccer. Not great at basketball. So that was a dub. Tuesday, boring. Wednesday, students, hype as always. Thursday, pracky. Friday, other game, we played Lila Lola. Big dubs. Also
Easy.
Also
Lila sucks.
It's always been easy.
Also not the strongest team in our conference. I'll leave it at that. I've been in PR trained. I know what to say.
I don't care.
Yeah. And then it's been this weekend, so I've been working. I've been a little under the weather. Have you been sick too?
A little bit, yeah.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
That was from work.
I'm next.
I've been a little sick. Today's my bounce back day, so I'm feeling way better today.
Comeback story.
Well, like Thursday, Friday, Saturday, I just like laid around and didn't do much. But we back, boys. Okay.
We back.
Popcorn, Mike.
Thanksgiving week. Thanksgiving feast. Flavor Symphony. Thanksgiving
Throwback.
week. Well, just had Thanksgiving at my family's on Wednesday at my grandparents'. Traditional meal. Thursday, Kylie's family. Another traditional meal. Took home leftovers. Didn't eat them. They're still in the fridge.
Oh,
I don't know if they're still good anymore.
They're probably not good anymore.
So I should probably
Oof.
get rid of those. Friday, hung out with the boys. Saturday, went to a wedding. Sunday, filmed a wedding, which was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
I got randomly seated at this wedding next to a UNW media production grad
oh wow.
from 2019. So that was nice because I knew no one there during dinner.
Huh.
So that was good. And then the big Christmas at Northwestern week started. So we just, as of like, I pretty much came straight here from our last performance today. But we had rehearsals all of last week, almost every night, which is why I missed volleyball, unfortunately. And that was a lot of fun, as usual. And then performances were Friday through today, and those were great. Went very well. Friday could have been better, our first one, but then the last three were good. So we locked in. We were not locked in that first night, gotta say. But we came back. Yeah, it was a good time. It was my last one, which is kind of sad. But I'll be back to watch it for the next at least 3 years because Natalie is still in it. So
Yo.
I'll be coming back. And that's kind of it. The rest of the week is just normal stuff. Excuse me. My voice is getting kind of weird there. Yeah, I mean, that's it. Now I'm here. I'm hungry because I haven't eaten that much today. And I didn't have time to eat dinner. So I'm going to be making some food when we get back.
We could all go out, like, after this pod.
Go out?
Yeah.
Where?
I don't know.
Taco
With free-
freaking Bell.
I have food at home.
Food at home don't taste
Mom's
like
has
taco.
a T-belt at home. Makes a few cheesy roll-ups.
cheesy roll-ups. What?
You never had those?
What are cheesy?
It's literally just like cheese in a tortilla, like
oh,
and then like baked.
Oh, yeah.
I had those all the time at T-Bell as a kid, and then I grew up to Doritos Locos Tacos. Haven't changed since.
When I was a kid, I would make like tortillas wrapped in cheese and then put them in the microwave. Tortillas wrapped in cheese. I mean, cheese wrapped in tortillas.
Yep.
Yeah. And then I started eating meat eventually. But yeah, I don't know. That was weird. Anyways, that's it. Let's talk about Spotify.
Oh,
there's some controversy this year.
I love it.
There were employees, apparently, that were laid off, and they've now started using AI for raps, for Spotify Wrapped. And apparently a lot of people are saying that they don't think theirs is accurate.
Ooh.
And
yes.
And that there's also less. Like last year they had things like, where in the country are people listening like you?
Yeah.
They don't even have that. They don't have genres this year.
Yep.
Like the top genres.
Yeah, that's what I was noticing when I first went through. Is like there's a lot of stuff I feel like it was missing from last year, or even like just in the previous years.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So it's just interesting. Joey, what was that one article you found that you wanted to
one of my coworkers was talking about it. And I looked up this article. It's from Forbes, and it says Spotify Wrapped 2024 Backlash, Controversy, and Memes. Spotify users were disappointed by 2024 Spotify's Wrapped as the feature was bogged down by generative AI and lacked the detailed metrics of previous years. And there's a whole bunch of stuff in here. I'm not gonna read the article, but the tweets are pretty funny. But it's like, yeah, a lot of people are mad because there's not detailed stuff. Like one of them says, Spotify Wrapped is so lazy this year. They didn't tell me whether I can't say that. Whether that little town in Vermont still matches my music taste, which is kind of funny. Because they give you very specific towns.
Yeah. Because yours, remember last year was Bozeman?
Yes. And I hated Bozeman. Yes. That's wild.
Bozeman.
But yeah, people were not happy about what was going on. Yeah.
I didn't immediately think my stuff was inaccurate. I feel like it was accurate, but I did immediately notice how much less stuff there was.
Yep. And people are big fans of their Spotify Wrapped.
Yeah.
So
it's a genius marketing.
Oh, so smart.
And they kind of dropped the ball, and they might lose some subscriptions because of it.
Yeah.
They got to be smart with what they're doing. AI can't replace everything.
But also,
I'm sure there's a lot AI can do with this.
The capitalist side of me is a big fan of firing people whose job is to literally do one tiny thing. I'm we don't need to hire you.
Because they were manually doing a lot of stuff.
Well, I'm sure that wasn't their only job.
I think it was. I think that was I think they had a team that's what their job was. And they fired that whole team. Let me try to find it in the article. You guys talk about it. Let me do some deep dive in here.
Josh, what was your reaction to Spotify Wrapped? Or did you hear any about this online?
No, I didn't know there was backlash at all. The only thing that I thought was dumb was they have your day list, right? Which is a playlist that changes based on the day and time of day. And the day list always has the genre. It's not really genre. It's the name of the day list is the type of music. And right now, I just searched mine, and my day list right now is relaxing instrumental focus Sunday evenings, which, yes, makes sense. I guess it's music that is relaxing and would help me focus. But they had descriptions like that for your genre at different points of the year. And mine were not terrible, but some people's just make no sense. And it's just AI slapped a bunch of descriptive words together, and it's not a genre at all. It's just weird. I don't know. I'm gonna load mine a sec. It takes forever because the whole graphic of Spotify Wrapped is just slow, and I'm just show me. Okay, so it says September was your Wanderlust Black Gospel CCM moment. What does Wanderlust mean? I don't listen. What black gospel? I don't listen to like any black gospel music. And then how do those things tie in? And I think like one of Nicole's was like Wanderlust Slow Dance CCM.
Wanderlust is a comedy drama movie, rated R.
Well, that's the movie, but it's also just like a word.
Oh, a strong desire to travel, which
you
could have deduced from that.
So that doesn't connect to CCM or slow dance music. So, and I was looking at the Forbes article, and a lot of people were posting theirs that just make no sense. Like this one is July was your coastal grandmother fingerstyle yacht rock season.
Grandmother finger yacht rock.
Yeah, I'm looking through...
yacht rock. And this one, March was your bougie football rap phase. June was your Pink Pilot's princess roller skating pop moment. So they're just like nonsensical and dumb, and they don't tell you anything. Like actual genres would maybe be helpful and interesting. These are not. So
yeah, I just looked through that article, and so many of the tweets were about that, and they were just like, "What is this? This doesn't make any sense."
And that's what I've thought of, like the daylist concept the whole time. Like you go to it, and it's like, oh, high key Western twang music for your Saturday morning. I'm like, why was that the choice, or why does that make sense? It's just, yeah, they're probably leaning a bit too much into AI stuff.
Have you guys? Do you guys
aren't ready for it?
They're not ready for the. Have you guys? Do you listen to the Wrapped AI podcast?
No.
A personalized. No. It's 4 minutes long, and I'm just gonna play you like the first 30 seconds of mine. It's just weird.
Does Maddox speak it?
No, but it's 2 AI voices.
Hello, we're your hosts visiting from Google's Notebook LM, and it's time to unwrap your 2024 Spotify Wrapped.
Yeah, 15,176 minutes of listening. Wow, that is a lot of music. You are in the top 24% of listeners worldwide.
That's really something. It really makes you wonder, what was the soundtrack to your year?
Well, let's unwrap this thing and see. Your top track for 2024.
Yeah, so...
Oh, it's just a podcast version of your...
They just tell you all your stats, basically.
I thought it was for the podcast.
But what's interesting...
We could have just had them do it. It made our life so much
I don't want to reveal yet what my song is yet, because we haven't done that yet. But, like, they try to figure out why I was listening to certain songs.
Oh.
So, like, one of my top songs was from Holiday Inn, because I listened to it to memorize it. And they're like, I wonder what was getting him in the show, like, the show tune... whatever. He's like, maybe he just saw a show. Maybe he was. It's like it just
maybe
I don't
he's
know.
doing the show.
And they're saying like and it's just like the ChatGPT. Like laughing and saying and going and stuff like that. So, I don't know. Should we get into it?
Yeah, let's hop right in.
Sure.
We'll do same as last year. Kind of go through one slide at a time, and then we'll do our We'll do our stuff from 5 to 1. So let's see. It starts with. Long graphic. Hi there.
It's that like time of year again. Thing, just graphics that are 4 times the length they need to be.
I know. Yeah. Life moves fast. Luckily, we took notes. You listened for... Okay, here's the first one. Pause. I listened for 15,176 minutes.
Baby.
This year.
29,082.
Holy cow, Mitch.
Twice as much.
Only 12% though, worldwide. Like that's kind of mid.
Mike, what was yours?
15,000.
I was 15,938.
Oh, so you're 800
How
more
do
than
you
me.
How do you skip ahead to that?
It's the second slide.
Oh, you just gotta wait.
Top 20.
Okay. Mine is 24,500.
Hey,
let's go.
Mitch wins.
Top Spotify user.
I was 23%.
Spotify free, by the way. Still.
That's crazy. You're still rocking this free version?
Yep.
Oh.
Sometimes the ads are funny, but then they get really boring after that. But you just deal with it.
Yeah.
And are you still listening to that same playlist?
Yep. Or at least, I mean, I only created it last year, but I just still like adding some track songs here and there. But
yeah.
Yeah.
Next, my biggest listening day was January 4, which if I remember correctly, I was coming back from the cabin that day. So 4-hour trip with 277 minutes.
Woo!
Which is 4.5 hours. Yep, there we go. My cabin is 4.5 hours away. So that was my biggest listening day. Where do I find the time, it says? What about you guys?
What slide is this on?
It was at the end of the second one.
Yeah. So my biggest day was
What?
February.
You can pause. By the way, there's a pause button at the top. You can pause it.
February 23, which was just a random Friday that I didn't do anything. And I had 204 minutes.
Whoa. That's a few hours.
Yeah. And I don't even know how I got that much.
Oh,
Mine was...
Oh, you go, Josh.
Sorry. February 6 with 321 minutes, and
Wow.
it was just a regular Tuesday. I had an internship interview, Wind Symphony, and a podcast that night. So
And still
must have just studied a lot and listened to music.
Huh.
My biggest listening day, April 20 with 545 minutes.
Oh my
Whoa.
goodness, Mitch.
What were you doing that day?
Probably a lot of gaming.
Checks out.
That's where most of my Spotify listening comes from. It's just when I'm grinding Bed Wars or something. It gets me in the mood, you know? Gets me
like
the flow.
Mercy Me to just like hype me up. Destroy
Facts,
some
bro.
beds and Bed Wars.
Exactly, bro.
Power of God on the side. Next stat. You played 809 songs this year.
280.
280?
Yeah. I'm
Mitch,
telling you.
that is so sad.
That's criminal. I have 1,352.
2,430.
Yeah,
Oh,
what?
2,000. That's crazy.
Mitch, that's wow. That's so boring.
Yeah, I probably have listened to
Yeah.
like more like unique ads than songs in like this year.
Wild.
More unique ads. Probably true.
What was your top song though?
Well, we can't say yet.
We can't say okay. I'm skipping that one then.
Oh, we're not.
Yeah,
okay.
we'll skip
Yeah.
by that one.
Okay, okay.
Okay.
But what like it shows your percentage of it though.
Oh,
You
Well-
can say your percentage of it.
We can go back.
Okay.
The next stat is podcasts. We also have to go through our podcast one, by the way. But
Yeah.
you spent 1,770 minutes listening to podcasts this year. Way to quench that thirst for knowledge.
Is this on the fourth one?
It's on the 5th. Beginning of the 5th. And then...
Yeah, why is there
Mine's just going into music evolution.
You don't have podcasts?
I don't have a podcast one.
Well, you probably
weird.
don't. Yeah.
Oh yeah, mine too. I didn't
Because
get
it's
podcast.
the free version.
I didn't
Or
get
maybe
podcast.
you just didn't
either.
listen to podcasts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What?
I listened to. I like caught up on all the episodes on my phone, like during rides. So I don't know.
Yeah, here, guys, listen to this. January was your surf crush Hollywood pop phase. What?
Well, I don't think we've gotten there yet.
Well, that's music evolution.
We should just keep going because
Yeah.
this is going to take forever and it's
We all-
boring.
We all know that all our top
it's not.
podcasts are 245. You've changed. So is your listening.
Yeah, that's where I'm at.
Music evolution. Okay.
My April was apocalyptic permanent wave art rock.
These are great.
So,
what
like,
was the last words? A wave arch?
Wave art rock.
What does that mean?
I don't know. Like apocalyptic rock? Sure.
January was my vlog duduk indie pop phase.
February
you
was
vlog.
bougie football rap season. What?
I was really into artists like Chris James, Landon Conrath, and Saint Motel.
June was my breakup strut pop season,
Sure hope not.
which I can kind of see because this summer I like had the mission to listen to, you know how Spotify makes like a artist essentials playlist for
Yeah.
big artists?
Yeah.
I was listening to like the entire artist essential playlist for Taylor Swift,
Oh.
which was
Why,
like 10
Josh?
hours or something.
Josh is a Swift.
Josh,
because I felt
why?
like, because I wanted to be relevant, basically.
Oh.
No, I just
Fair.
You wanna be
thought
cultured.
like I probably knew a lot of her songs, but didn't know they were her. So then I was just listening, and I mean, I drove a lot this summer, so I just had a bunch of time to listen to stuff.
Yeah. April was my theatrical fantasy soundtrack season. I was all about artists like John Powell, Randy Newman, and Hans Zimmer. That's when I started listening.
Hans Zimmer.
Is that the coach for the Vikings?
That's when I started.
Zimmer.
That's when I started listening to movie soundtracks pretty much for the rest of the year, starting
Hans
in
Zimmer
April.
was like the writer for
Interstellar.
What am I thinking?
He's over
Maverick,
for a
Top
bunch
Gun
of
Maverick.
stuff.
Yeah. Bunch of stuff.
May was my weirdcore indie season, which that one just makes sense
Yeah.
because I was all about artists like Gorillaz and Modest Mouse. So,
Well,
I mean,
you
makes
literally
sense.
have listened to 280 songs, so I don't think your listening evolved that much. It was just the same the entire year.
Yeah, pretty much.
June was my Wild West beach country moment. You were big on artists like Luke Combs, Florida Georgia Line, and Blake Shelton.
That's a lineup.
Yeah. What's next?
I got artists. That's
I
my
have
Yeah, that's
artist
mine.
and listening streak.
I got 817 artists.
504 artists.
39.
1,040.
Josh, what was yours?
1,040.
And Mitch listened to 39. That's
39.
I love how he just has the most listening time, but the fewest artists and songs. It's crazy.
Yep.
By far.
Yeah,
That's
it's like
insane.
Oh, that's my top artist.
top
Can't say it.
artist. Well, you could say top
You can
artist.
say top artist.
It might not necessarily be the same as your
Oh,
top
Song.
song.
Well,
I'm not
yeah.
gonna say it because I'll do it at the end.
Because last year mine were different. This year they're the
Longest
same.
listening streak 7 days. Mitch, you probably had a long listening. streak.
49.
That's crazy.
My longest listening streak for this artist was 18 days.
Josh.
I skipped past and I don't want to watch back.
That's fair. These graphics are so weird. Who else got a lot of play this year? Big reveal in 3, 2, 1.
Did it say what your percent fan was?
I
of that
was
artist?
0.005,
Same.
Well, I was 0.5.
but I'm pretty sure there's
Spent-
probably very few people listening to this person.
I spent almost 10,000 minutes.
All right, top artists.
okay, are we going?
Number 5, Randy Newman.
Who?
Music. It's a movie soundtrack guy.
Cares.
Got him.
Let's go. Me, Joey, Mitch, Josh.
Okay,
Where,
number
what
5.
are we at?
We're
Number 5, top artists.
Yeah. Mine is Zach Bryan. Canceled so fast.
Mine is Built to Spill.
My number 5 is Ben Rector.
Slay.
Mm.
Number 4, Chris James.
Number 4, Morgan Wallen.
Weezer.
JP Sachs.
Number 3, John Powell, another movie soundtrack guy.
Number 3, Chris Stapleton.
Muse.
Landon Conrad.
Number 2, Ben Rector. First time in 4 years, I think, that Ben Rector's not been my top artist.
Wow.
Wow. Number 2, Luke Combs.
Mercy Me.
Wild Rivers.
Number 1, Bryce Pinkham, who is my character in Holiday Inn.
Mm-hmm.
So that just like messed everything up. That's
Pretty
tough.
much, yeah.
Yeah.
Number 1, Zach Brown Band.
Radiohead.
Benjamin William Hastings.
Nice. So basically, if I wasn't in Holiday Inn, Ben
Yeah.
Rector would have been my top artist.
Yep.
But he wasn't. I can't say he was. What's next? These graphics are just so annoying.
Thanks for coming along the ride.
Oh, looks like we have
Until we
company.
meet again.
Oh, I have another slide before that. Oh, Ben
Oh.
Rector's giving me a personalized message. Wow.
Yeah.
For me?
I don't know who this guy is, but he's talking to me. I'm assuming he's in Zach Brown Band. Is it Zach Brown?
All right, well, that's
is that a
it.
dude?
All right. So
I don't
now
know.
we have to do our top 5 songs. The big moment. We'll go same order. My number 5, Fast Car.
Ah.
Mm-hmm.
Number 5 is Fiddle in the Band.
Number 5 is Move, Keep Walking by Toby Mac.
That's probably from like 2008.
Yeah.
That's crazy, Mitch. Mine is Wreck by Ben Rector.
That's a good one.
Was that his nickname or something?
Also, I love his new.
No, it's Wreck with a W.
Oh.
I love
Because
his
he's
new
a W.
stuff.
Got it. Okay.
Yeah.
Number 4, Marching Along with Time from Holiday Inn, which was not even my song. It was more Kylie's song. don't know why I was listening to that so much.
Mine is number 4, a bar song, Tipsy by Shabuzi.
Halftime Thanksgiving show at the Lions game.
Yep.
That went crazy. Number 4, 50 Ways to Say Goodbye by Train.
What's
That's a great song.
That's so good.
I think I know that song.
Yeah.
Is that the one where it's like...
mine,
Never run.
Okay.
Sorry, Josh.
Go ahead, Joey.
No,
He was
He was making a
Side
side
comment.
conversation
Side
that
comment.
does not
yeah,
matter
not
in this
relevant.
podcast.
Yeah. Wow.
tangent.
Okay. My number 4 was Idaho by Alexander Papas. You probably don't know it.
No, I do not. Number 3, from the Cars movie soundtrack, McQueen and Sally.
What?
What?
You know which one that is?
Yeah. What?
Number
Start
3.
explaining, bro. You can't just drop that nuke and not say anything
Because,
about it.
well, I listened to a lot of movie soundtracks this
Mhm.
year, and that one's just one of my favorite ones. It's fire. I'm honestly surprised there's no How to Train Your Dragon in the top 5.
Oh, that's so
Because
good.
That's
I
all I
listen
hear
to
you
a
play.
lot of How to Train Your Dragon.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyways, number 3 for me is Cole.
Number 3 is Newborn by Muse. Sorry, that was very bad. Newborn by Muse.
What did you say? Do
No, I just I got congested as soon as I wanted to say
okay.
it, and there was that's what happened. Josh.
Everywhere I Go by Wild Rivers.
My number 2 from Holiday Inn, Steppin' Out with My Baby. The first song of the show.
Yeah, we get it. Number 2.
Dying.
Just kidding, Mike. Number 2, Heartache on the Dance Floor.
Heartache on the dance floor.
Only in Dreams by Weezer.
Mine is What a Friend by Ben Hastings.
And number 1 song from Holiday Inn, Blue Skies.
Number 1, Ghost My Guitar.
Ooh, that's a good one.
Number 1, Ideotech by Radiohead. Also my number 1 last year and the year previously.
Oh my
So
goodness.
there might be. I swear Joey. I think you made a comment about artists maybe paying
For shuffle,
Spotify more. Yeah,
I think it might be how much you listen to them too.
true.
So then the more you listen to them on
But
shuffle, the more they keep playing.
that same song is always number 1. So
Mitch,
I don't know.
what was it called? I feel like I need to listen if it's your top song for 3 years running.
It's Ideotech. It's spelled IDIOTEQUE.
Oh, that makes sense.
Okay, yeah, got it. I'll
Yeah.
listen to it later.
Okay.
I just
But-
remember Sam talking about Kid A constantly.
Yeah, that was
and
early high
I never
school.
listened to it because I just heard about it so much I didn't have room to listen to it.
Fast
And also
Car.
probably because I wouldn't like it.
Fast Car came out this year, right?
no,
No, it was last
No.
year. It was last year.
that was only last year.
I think so.
Wow.
I'm disappointed that Ain't No Love in Oklahoma wasn't on my top 5 because I jammed out that song.
Josh, did you say your number 1?
No, my
Oh,
number
sorry.
1 was 10 Springtime by Nicole.
Aw.
Wait,
Yeah.
like your fiance?
Yes,
Like that, Nicole.
There's a song. Fire.
it's the one I sent you guys that we recorded.
Did you not listen to it?
I think I did. No.
It was a good song.
No, I take it back. I don't think I did. When did you send this? Sorry, Josh. When did you
Like
send
last year.
this? Okay.
Dang,
Okay, guys, that's the end of my evening. You guys can finish it up here.
that's tough for you, Joey. It was fire. It was a fire song. Okay, well, we'll play all of our top songs
No, we. Oh well,
at the same time.
I won't edit
for
it.
the outro. Not the whole songs, probably just the chorus. I'm currently talking, so I can pull up our Spotify Wrapped for our podcast. Let's go. Fans are really loving your show in 2024. You took it to a whole new level this year. That we did. You gained plus 6% in listeners
Yo.
Wow, that's wild.
and plus 44% in followers.
Oh, sweet.
Followers. Okay, these graphics. Wait, what? Okay, these graphics are weird.
Graphics are still awful.
Give it up to your new fans. 63% of your listeners. Okay, this is just the worst. Holy cow. Discovered you.
63% discovered you this year.
Yeah. I'm just
like you have to scroll for an eternity each time.
I know.
You read something.
Guys, look at this. Give it for your. You see this and then you have to like scroll down here to find this.
What?
It's just the worst design I've ever seen.
Wow, that's a statement.
Your fans have a clear favorite. Your top episode was number 93 Gen Z slang tier list.
Yes! Yes!
Deserved.
It was streamed 214% more than your average episode.
That's wow. That's crazy.
Over triple. That's crazy.
Ever wondered who your audience is?
Not really.
Let's break it down.
Let's break it down.
Break it down.
By age, 18 to 24-year-olds, 56%. 25 to 29-year-olds, 17%. 30 to 34-year-olds, 6%. 35 to 44-year-olds, 60%. 6%, I mean. 45 to 54, 11%. 55 plus, 4%.
Dang.
Listeners ages 25 to 29 grew the most by 14%. Nice. Where in the world have you been? In 2024, your show traveled the globe. You were streamed in 33 countries. Doubt that. United States is your top country.
Wow.
Classic.
Shocker.
Your fans have great taste, obviously.
Duh.
Other than this show, they also liked the Joe Rogan Experience. What's his next one? Annex Kill.
I'm looking it up right now.
Criminology?
Criminal.
What?
Criminology. I don't know.
Criminology?
No.
No, it's not. It's KRYMINALNY.
Annex criminally?
Looks weird.
Criminally?
It's like some Russian. Like I looked it up and the descriptions are in a different language. I don't know if it's Russian. That was just an assumption based on the letters I'm seeing. But
Are there like weird slanted A's?
there's like Z's with dots and A's with little tails, and I don't even know.
Probably Russian.
And then number 3, becoming something. That one sounds more wholesome.
How does that even happen?
Based.
Who's listening to us in like a Russian
Is
podcast?
that Braden?
All right, and I'm skipping some stats that are boring that no one cares about. Listeners can't keep their eyes off you. Well,
Just one of us.
It's really just Josh.
Shoot,
your videos were watched 57%
Thanks,
more in 2024 than 2023.
Mm.
Your show was in the top 20% of video podcasts on Spotify.
With one video podcast. No, 2.
Shout out to your biggest fans for keeping you at the top of your game. You're a top 10 podcast. Oh, so much scrolling. For 233 fans.
Wow.
Top 5 for 185.
Dang
and
it.
number 1 show for 71 fans.
I thought you were going to say like top 10
Wow.
podcast, like just
Ever.
top 10.
Top fans listen to you 7.7 times more than your other listeners. What kind of creator are you? I don't care. Stop. Just let me. Oh my goodness. It's not even let me scroll. It's just
Annoying.
I don't even know what that means. Okay. Our creator
It says
personality.
we're a storyteller podcast.
We're storyteller.
Mm.
We are.
I resonate with that.
This would have taken so much less time if they hadn't designed it this way. Our podcast rating is 4.8 stars. And that is it. Wait. Yep, that's it.
There you go.
Wow.
That is it. Well, I guess that's all of our Spotify wraps.
Mm.
So we'll go check out the at the 245 podcast on Instagram, where we will post our. Did we post our? Oh, we did post these last year.
Yeah, I think we did.
Yeah, we'll
I
post.
sent you mine already.
We'll post each of our screenshots from our like main thing that shows our top artist songs and minutes listened. You can go look at that
Mm-hmm.
and go just have so much fun checking out our Instagram at the 245 podcast.
There it is. There's the episode, the weekly plug.
Yep. And we never read emails, but the mail tone never went off. So
Yeah.
I guess we'll just do it next time.
Hey, so Joey should edit this one so he can't like forget to do it
Okay,
because it
that's
doesn't need to be
cool.
there.
Well, he might not put the music at the end like we said.
Oh my goodness.
Well, we'll figure out who's editing this one.
So much.
And Josh, you want to bring us home? Should we wrap this one up like Spotify.
No, we got to talk about something real quick.
Oh, okay.
Josh, is Shooter unironically the scariest movie you've ever watched?
Gosh.
We're going back to this.
Why are we going back to this?
Okay, maybe scary is the wrong word, but when it's graphic and people are getting shot like every other minute, yes, that's like the most intense movie I've seen. Like the one we watched at your bachelor party, what was that called?
Oh, The Gray Man?
Like that one was violent, but it wasn't graphic. Like there wasn't blood all over. It was just he was going around punching people and stuff.
Yeah.
I just don't like graphic movies. So maybe scary isn't the right word.
Okay.
Because it's not like I'm fearful, but I just don't enjoy watching
It's more
violence, I
graphic
guess.
and yeah. That makes sense.
I love how that was still bugging you, Joey. You're just like so enthralled. Like,
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that was living rent free in my head. So, yeah. But now I know.
well, hopefully I could clear it up for you.
Thank you.
If you have more questions, feel free to come talk to me later.
I will. Thank you, Josh.
Okay.
Well, after that awkward interaction, we'll wrap us up like Spotify's awkward Spotify Raps.
Okay.
Yeah, AI Wrapped.
I get it.
Josh, bring us home.
Wow. Great connection. Good segue. Thank you guys for listening. Hopefully it wasn't painfully boring, and if it was, no one's forcing you to listen. So there's that.
Say it at the very end.
Yeah. We should preview our podcast with that. Hey, if you find yourself getting mad at what you're hearing, no one's forcing you to do this. So
Just take a deep breath and walk away.
People finally got to the end here.
Don't
They're like,
shake
oh,
the
I
baby."
didn't have to listen to this.
no, even if you're our parents, you're not obligated to listen to us talk. I promise. Anyways, hopefully you enjoyed it. And we'll see you all next week for another episode. Hope you all have a great day.
Catch you on the flippity flip.
See you in the next round.
Peace out, gangsters.
Baby, God, my heart, telling the truth.